We're going to check in now with Matthew Smith, who's live in Dearborn with ways to get rid of those mosquitoes without some of the harsh chemicals, right, Matt?
Absolutely right. And, we're here next to the Rouge River. Part of the reason why, because you don't want watersheds to take in all those chemicals that you're putting on your lawn or yourself. But you heard Kevin just a second ago talk about sitting water. That's a big one to keep it away. But in some instances, if you want to keep away from the chemicals, it's also about what you plant.
I created an oasis for wildlife in my backyard.
There's everything from native irises to coreopsis and Cindy Ross's paradise.
Spots on the leaf here. Those are eggs.
On this milkweed, even a few monarch eggs. Yes, even Thumper came out to say hi. But a few hundred feet away, we've got the Rouge River, which means water bringing insects. But for Ross, those beautiful flowers, they serve more than a purpose of a view.
I often see dragonflies buzzing around. Dragonflies can eat 2,000 to 3,000 mosquitoes in a day. So that's my natural mosquito repellent.
Yes, a good garden, scratch that, a native garden is a good start to save yourself from those bites. But don't stop there. Citronella or citronella candles are a top natural way to keep mosquitoes at bay. And while some consumer groups will debate the best bug sprays, the folks with Friends of the Rouge say natural is best.
We're all part of this closed loop system, right? And anything that we do to ourselves and to our own land is eventually going to come back and affect us in some way.
In this case, Maria McCormick is referring to the pesticides that end up in the ground and eventually the river. If you look at a map, you quickly realize we all are essentially living in part of a watershed, and those extra chemicals add up, and in some cases lead to fish kills or just find its way back to your tap water. McCormick says most of the fragrant plants can help you out as well.
Different types of mint. I use basil, and I also use lavender. And lavender is a very common one that people put in their yards. You can buy them at Home Depot for $20 and put them around your patio.
So obviously there's a lot of different ways that you can play around with this. Attracting the dragonflies doubles as both having a beautiful garden, but also keeping the mosquitoes at bay. We're gonna link you back to some of the plants that will actually attract those insects in, that'll go after the mosquitoes. And again, as Kevin Jean said earlier, avoiding the sitting water. That's one of the biggest ones you can do right away, real quick. And we're live this morning. Matthew Smith, 7 Action News.
Yeah,